sit up like that all night?
Yes.
No sleep. Drive you crazy.
Well, there were a lot of noises. I couldn't figure out what they were, so I just go to sleep.
Just the rats.
They don't bother you, do they?
You learn to live with it.
I don't think I could ever learn to live with something like that.
Yeah, that's what I said, too. But you change. You stay down here long enough, you change. You better change out of those clothes, too.
Now remember what I said, Saul. Donna, I want Felicia Forrester treated like a member of the family, the royal family.
You mean like Princess Di?
Mm-hmm.
She's only a designer, Sally.
We gotta make her welcome, Saul. She's not a happy camper. We gotta make her one.
A happy camper? She hates us. Everything we stand for.
No, not this one. She's different from the others.
Oh, and besides, we have her under contract, don't we?
Very good, Einstein. That's using the old noodle. Felicia is under contract to us. Therefore, she will work for us.
Well, sure she would, Sal. I mean, who the heck wouldn't want to work for you?
You two are both my sugar. This little Tootsie is nothing but trouble. We don't need her. We're doing just fine without her.
Come on, Saul. Can't you see the avenues this girl is going to open up for us? With her, we get the whole youth scene. We get the retro fashion. We get the radical chic. We get the leather dresses, the tight skirts, the boots, the spurs, everything. This is a brand new billion-dollar market, Saul, and I want a great big slice of it.
Yeah, Saul, and Felicia Forrester is just the ticket here. I mean, she could take this to a whole new level.
And she's a true artist, Saul. Aside from Clark, she's the only true artist we've ever had working here.
Oh, Azoy. Thank you very much.
Come on, Saul. You're not an artist. You hate artists.
I hate them because they think they're better than we are. And this little turkey isn't going to be any different, believe me.
All right. Now, come on. I haven't got time for lamentations. We are going to go all the way with this girl. We got a good thing here. What I need from you is ground support, okay? I don't need any flack. I'm going to get plenty of that when Stephanie Forrester walks through that door.
So what are you going to do?
I'll just let her rant and rave. I'll say hello, Stephanie. Goad her into an argument. And then I'll have her arrested for disturbing the peace. I owe her at least that much.
I'm going to get out of here. My ulcer's acting up.
Take some milk for it, Saul. And remember, both of you, what I told you. Felicia Forrester gets treated like family. Because that's exactly what she is, henceforth.
He left early this morning. Just my luck. Where is he? Is he at work? Brooke, I've got to go see him. He's at Spectra. Spectra? He went to see Sally. Excuse me. God. What a mess.
May I see Sally, please?
Of course you can see me, Eric. Darla? Saul? Would you mind? Please, come in. I'm glad you're here, Eric. I'm very pleased to see you.
Why is that?
So that we can clear up this ridiculous misunderstanding.
Good, I want that cleared up, too. So let's do that. Right now.
Thanks for coming by, Storm.
No problem. My secretary said it sounded important.
Yes, Felicia has this problem.
Let me guess. It involves Sally Spectrum. She offered you a contract, you signed it, and now you want out.
That's about the size of it. How did you know about this?
Felicia, let me ask you one thing. Why did you sign the contract in the first place?
Why?
Yeah.
It was an attractive offer.
So you signed it to acknowledge acceptance of the offer?
Yes. She never would have signed had she known her father would offer her an equally attractive offer.
Was there any misrepresentation in the way the offer was presented to you?
No, not really. What about that advanced publicity?
Advanced publicity?
Sally promised there would be no advanced publicity about the contract until I told my family about it.
Did she put that in writing?
No, but there was definitely a verbal agreement.
And the piece in Eye on Fashion would certainly constitute advanced publicity.
Definitely. So isn't that grounds for voiding the contract? I mean, it was a verbal stipulation put forth by Felicia. And accepted by Sally in front of witnesses. And I can get those witnesses to testify. Sally broke our agreement. And on that basis alone, I should be let out of that contract.
Coffee, Eric?
No, I just as soon have this discussion and be through with it.
Good, that suits me. First of all, I'd like to say I think you've got a very impressive young daughter.
A little impulsive at times, but I'm pleased with her.
I'm overwhelmed by her talent. She's very unique. She's got a big future in this business. She's going to make you a very proud father.
I'm sure she will.
All she really needs is the right creative environment and somebody behind her who is just as interested in seeing her become a success as she is.
That's exactly what her father intends to do.
Her father's a very busy man.
I'm never too busy for my children.
You are aware, aren't you, Eric, that Felicia did come to us out of a sense of frustration?
You approached her, Sally. She didn't come to you. That's the way I understand it.
Well, we never would have done that if we weren't aware of her frustrated need to create.
Just where are you headed with all this?
I just think you ought to try to be objective about it, Eric.
If you expect me to look at the possibility, even the remote possibility, that she would work for you, I can't be objective about that.
Well, you're going to have to try, Eric. Because Felicia is under contract to me.
You do want something to eat.
No,
You sure?
I couldn't eat that, thanks.
You ate it last night.
I did?
You can't remember that either?
Oh, God. What's wrong? What happened? What's happening to me?
Maybe there's nothing the matter with you. What? You heard me.
I can't figure where I am. And I can't think where I was, where I've been. I mean, it's like, little pieces that aren't there that I can't put together.
Yeah. That happens when you first start living on the streets. I remember my first few weeks. There's many a day I'd wake up wondering what I was doing down here, how I could have come to this. You know, I still have days when I have trouble believing it.
How did you end up here?
Hey, look, none of that matters right now. All that matters is that we get out here and hunt for the next meal. Just like animals.
But can't you earn money? I mean, isn't there a way to get a job?
You know, you You a real piece of work, lady. You know that? How am I supposed to get a job, huh? Now you tell me that. What am I supposed to do, huh? Go out and buy a newspaper? And then go to a coffee shop and sit down and order some breakfast and look over the want ads? Now, is that how I should do it?
No. I mean, you don't have to buy a paper. People throw papers away. What you do is you read. Do you read?
Yeah, I read.
You find a paper someone's thrown away, you read, and you go for an interview. I mean, you appear to me to be an intelligent woman.
Look here, intelligence hasn't got a damn thing to do with it. Now look, what am I gonna wear to the interview, huh? How am I gonna get there? That costs money. And if I do spend the day going out looking for a job that I don't get, instead of looking for food, what am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna stay? You don't get it, do you? It's called survival, lady. Survival. Now that's all that has meaning to me now. The future, the career, that's out the window. History. All that has meaning in my life now is my next meal. A place to sleep where I won't get raped or murdered. That's all that has meaning to me. That's all that has meaning to people like me. Like us. Because you are one of us now.
Is that what this is all going to come down to, Sal? A battle about contractual obligations?
It doesn't have to be a battle, Eric.
No, it doesn't. Now, you can admit that you were wrong to hire my daughter. You can let her off the hook. And this whole thing will be forgotten.
You don't understand. Felicia wanted this job. I didn't have to lure her away.
Well, she doesn't want it now.
So that's why people like you and me, who run successful businesses, have contracts signed and sealed with our key employees, isn't it? To keep them from accepting another offer whenever it suits them? Well, that is what you did, isn't it, Eric? You made Felicia a counter-offer.
She's my daughter. My daughter. She will work with her family in the family business.
I'm sorry, Eric. But I run a business, too. And I can't and I won't let her go.
Well, Stormy, does Felicia have a case?
Felicia, can you prove it was Sally who's responsible for the article in Ion Fashion?
No.
Then I'm sorry. You probably don't have a case.
Well, wait a minute. Let's look at the contract first.
I don't have to look at it, Brooke. I've already seen it. I examined that contract thoroughly. Felicia, it is airtight.
You're not going to let my daughter out of her contract, are you?
I told you, Eric, I can't. But I can promise you one thing. Felicia's gonna have it very good here.
No, she's not, because she's not going to work here.
She won't have any choice.
We'll see about that.
Eric? I hope you don't think I'm doing this just to strike at you. I believe in Felicia's talent, and that's why I'm hiring her.
You're hiring her to get back at my ex-wife, and you know it.
Stephanie?
Yes, Stephanie, that's what this is all about. Felicia's just a tool. She's some kind of ammunition. You don't care about Felicia's talent.
That's not true.
Well, that's all academic anyway, isn't it? Because as I stand here, I swear to you, over my dead body, will she ever work in this building. Contract or no contract, that will never happen.
Well, we'll just see about that, Eric. We shall see.
Come on, Storm, you can't be telling us that Felicia has no choice but to go to work for Sally.
Oh, she could always break the contract. That is an option.
And if I do?
In all likelihood, Sally will take legal action.
What kind of legal action?
She could get an injunction.
Which means what exactly?
It would prohibit you from working anywhere but Spectrum.
For how long?
The length of this contract.
My God. This is a 2-year agreement.
Exactly. Which is why I would give this some serious consideration if I were you, Felicia.
Are you absolutely sure this document is binding?
Brooke, I went over it line by line. It's binding. If you don't hold to it, Felicia, you could be risking your career. I'm sorry, but that is what it comes down to.
Let's go.
Where?
Where else? Out to the street, lady. Out to the street.
Why?
For food. For food, lady.
Well, where do we find it?
You've never had to do this before, have you?
Well, I don't know, but I don't think so.
I know. This is as foreign to you as hunger is to a rich man.
I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
Well, I'm a burden to you.
You don't eat. You don't talk about yourself. You're no burden to me. We got to do something about you.
What?
You weren't meant for this kind of life. It'll swallow you up. I've seen your kind out here before. They don't survive.
Well, I'm not weak.
What makes you say that?
I just know that.
Yeah. Well, where you come from, maybe you're not weak. But this is a new reality. You don't remember it, do you? Looking out that fancy car window of yours? Watching that bum picking cans up out of a garbage heap? Shaking your head, wondering, I wonder how people could live like that. Well, now you know, lady. Yeah. Yeah, you in big trouble unless I help you out. And maybe I best do that. Because you're not gonna last out here long. You can't make it. You're gonna die out here. Come on. We got to find out where you come from.
No.
We start by going to the police.